Yo, it's yo, boom. Yo, let me see my cuts. Today, boy, we're finna watch Friday the 13th part. I don't know how to count involvement. V3. Part V3. Also, I know my hair's mad long, bro. That's why I got in this doobie. Don't mind it, bro. You feel me? I ain't got a haircut in 3 months. I can still take it, bitch. You feel me? I don't care. But hey, Jason Takes Manhattan, 1989 kill count. We got this requested by let me make sure this shit's so cool. Yeah. We got this shit requested by Tanya A. I got you, bro. I got you. Also, just know, bro, if you request something, I'm gonna react to it, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, look at this shit, bro. Like, bro, look at what this nigga said, bro. React to top 10 best looking spells in Wizard 101. Sean Davis. Wizard 101. Nice. But hey, I'm still gonna do it. I just know if I post it, the only nigga that's gonna watch it is Sean. If he gets the notification. If he gets it. Anyways, DIDNT. I've watched this channel before. I used to watch him a lot, actually. Not no more though. But hey, let's get to it.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. Janice, and today we're looking at Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, which really should have been titled Jason on a Boat. The last Friday movie of the 80s that came out in 1989, and in many ways this film is a milestone in the series. For instance, it's the first time Jason was played by a repeat actor, with Kane Hodder reprising the role, which is great. But it's also the film that broke Paramount's reluctant support of the series because it had the lowest box office yet, and also because the movies were getting kind of embarrassing. After this, they'd sell the property off to New Line, and Jason would lie dormant for 4 years before returning to the screen and going to hell. Jason Takes Manhattan is also the most ridiculous movie in the series so far. Jason for sure teleports all over the place now. The ghost of his younger self keeps popping up to check in on leading lady Rennie. We've got hair metal music video sequences, and really, the whole fucking thing is just a mess. But as a kid, I actually really liked this one, mostly because it was something different, and also because I really dug that Metropolis song in the opening credits.
Nah, I mean, bro, I know there's a lot of movies like this, Friday the 13th, those type of franchises, that they've made like dumb movies in the past, like this one. Like, I know Freddy Krueger, he has one where he's like, I forgot which one it's called, but no, I'm bugging. It's Friday the 13th, except it's Jason in space. I don't know what year that was made, but I know there's one where he's in space. And it's just like, bro, what the, like bro, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? But yeah, let's get to this, bro. But this does look like a good video, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Now I feel ashamed about both of those opinions, so let's quickly move on to the kills. The movie starts off with a montage of 80s New York, showing it to be the place of our worst nightmares. A place of muggings and barrels of sewage and junkies.
Yeah,
hey
bro.
Guys, could we hold on that shot of the junkies shooting up for like 10 more minutes?
Yeah, bro. In the 80s, bro, New York back in the day was horrible. I mean, it's still horrible, but it's way more up to date. It's way more safer, mostly because of cameras, but it's still really dangerous. It's just way safer nowadays. Now, if you compare that to any other country, like third world country, not even third or second world, anything that's not first world, it's the safest thing on planet Earth. But for people living here, obviously there's dangerous places.
Yeah, just keep it rolling. That's what the people want to see. Anyway, if you're excited for Jason to get to all these charming locales, you'll have to wait over an hour because this movie's subtitle is just a dirty, dirty lie. Instead, we start right back at home on Crystal Lake, where pretty boy Jim Miller, God, he is really pretty, and his girlfriend Susie Donaldson are getting frisky on his boat. He spooks her with the tale of Jason before his anchor drags over an electric cable that brings Jason back to life from his New Blood resting place. He climbs aboard, and since Jimmy conveniently owns an exact replica of his hockey mask, axe mark and all, he suits up and is ready to kill for another 90 minutes. He misses the horny teens with a spear gun, but quickly makes up for it by sticking Jimmy in the gut with the gun itself. This kill actually always really confused me as a kid. I thought that those were fake organs on the gun, and that they were accidentally already there when he stabs Jimmy in the gut. Turns out that's just what spear guns look like. Either way, Jimmy dies up against the window,
really?
rubbing his bloody hand against it and leaving a mark. I actually kind of like that shot.
Wait, that's what
Jason
they actually look like?
accidentally already there when he stabs Jimmy in the gut.
Damn.
Turns out that's just what spear guns look like. Either way, Jimmy dies up against the window, rubbing his bloody hand against it and leaving a mark. I actually kind of like that shot. Jason goes deckside and finds Susie hiding. He uses the spear he missed with and gives her the most menacingly slow stab I've ever seen. Like, she had time to write a will while he was bringing that thing down on her. He finally sticks it into a fake torso with very prominent fake nipples. Decent start to a Friday movie, and if you like seeing Jason kill people on a boat, oh man, do we have the movie for you. With the setup kills out of the way, we wander into plot territory, where we meet the star of the show, Rennie. She's coming aboard this high school graduation cruise ship, awesome, even though her uncle Charles, who's also a teacher, doesn't want her to, since she's afraid of water. But her other teacher, Colleen, is adamant about it, so Rennie takes her pup Toby and joins the rest of her graduating class, which is like a dozen people, I guess, including her boyfriend Sean, who has a hard time opening doors. His dad is the captain of this ship, and apparently an admiral. I don't know in what navy, but it doesn't matter. Let's get this ship on the road. Now, everyone knows, of course, that Crystal Lake is attached to the ocean or a river or some body of water that leads to New York City, right?
Yeah.
So it makes total and complete sense when Jason just drifts into harbor and climbs aboard the SS teen victim. Yeah. It sets sail and Jason wastes no time finding his next victim, hair rocker JJ, who's jamming out in the bowels of the ship. A guitar to the face stops her rocking and her life.
But
don't
what
worry,
type of
JJ. Jason
randomness
saved you some
is
embarrassment.
this?
Hair metal was on its way out. Thanks, Nirvana. As night descends, the rest of the ship is pretty poppin'. There's an underground boxing circuit where champion Julius reigns supreme. He's getting adored by these two ladies with big old ladies' hair. They're both super stereotypical. The blonde Tamara is of course the bitchy prom queen.
Talking to the prom
Oh,
queen.
yeah.
And the Asian chick played by
She
blonde Tamara is of course the bitchy prom queen.
definitely
Talking to the
gonna be one of the main hoes, if you know what I mean. Yeah, bro, definitely. Would definitely eat her out. Definitely would eat her out. Definitely.
prom queen Eva.
And the Asian chick played by Kelly Hu, guess what
Definitely
she's
would
worried
not
about.
eat her
It's
out.
not that, it's just, you know, if we get caught, I could lose my science scholarship and everything.
But her?
Great character writing, top notch. While they're doing
Gee.
bumps of nose candy, Rennie is seeing images of childhood Jason that are hilariously cheesy. We don't get another kill until 30 minutes in, when Jason comes upon the boxing
Actually,
guy.
bro, if y'all know her name as an actress, bro, let me know, bro. Cause I told y'all, once I get that blue check mark, once I make it, bro, I'm hitting up everybody. I'm hitting up this shorty. I don't care if she's 50 now. I'm still hitting her up. Okay?
It's not that.
Notch. Cheesy. We don't get another
Nah, I'm
kill
not
until
trolling
30
those,
minutes
bro.
in when Jason comes upon the boxing guy that Julius defeated earlier and sticks a sauna rock through his chest. I don't know what I like more, the guy wriggling violently or the fact that his organs were apparently flammable. Also, that looked like a shitty cruise ship on the outside, but it's got a sauna on board? Sign me up. Then we have
Yeah.
Tamara really leaning into the blonde bitch role by pushing Rennie into the water, where we get more cheesy child Jason followed by some bloody sink water, and don't worry, even more cheesy kid Jason when he comes out of the mirror and has a gay old time choking Rennie. Seriously, that kid looks like he's having a blast. Good for him. You gotta make sure kids have enough playtime in their development, you know? Tamara solidifies her blonde bitch bona fides by blackmailing Charles with Geeky Wayne and his video camera. And this doesn't really go anywhere
Oh, yeah,
because in the
she
very
cute.
next
Yeah,
scene,
she's
Jason
bad, bro.
busts in on her after a shower, breaks apart her bathroom mirror, and then stabs her with a shard of the broken
Yeah, she-
glass. I know she was a bitchy antagonist, but this kill always made me feel bad. Something
Damn, nigga had to kill the baddie, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
Think about how sharp that glass looks, and also the way she's cowered up in that corner crying for mercy. Way to affect me emotionally, Jason Takes Manhattan. The ship heads into a storm, which is the perfect time to amp up the killings, so Jason takes it to the bridge. First he kills Chief Engineer Jim Carlson with a harpoon to the back multiple times, just really getting in there and making sure the job's done. I do like the fact that this is shot from outside the bridge and is nearly silent. It's a nice touch. He then makes the captain
Yeah.
go down with the ship by slitting Admiral Robertson's throat with a machete. This is one of the kills they do in choppy slow motion for some reason, maybe so we can enjoy this guy's acting. Oh, what? My throat? No. Sean finds the bodies
Bro,
and
this is the worst. This is the worst. Like, okay, Friday the 13th, they have good times, they have good CGI, they have good makeup, But bro, what is this, bro? This is horrible. This is not realistic, bro. If a nigga does this to you in real life, it's splattering everywhere. It's not taking this long
machete.
to
This
fall.
is one of the What? My throat? No. Sean finds the bodies, and after some understandable freaking out, seeing his dad's dead body and all, he summons all the teens to the bridge to tell them there's a killer on board. Julius takes a leadership role, which leads to one of the few times in the series where people actually arm up and go after Jason, which, you know, is kind of cool. Their man-child hunt doesn't do any good for Eva, though, who wanders onto an 80s dance floor of death, where Jason teleports around the room multiple times before raising her into the air and strangling her to death, saving her from having to listen to any more of that shitty 80s music. By the way, Kelly Hu is a pro. Her body looks lifeless AF when Jason drops her to the floor there. While on the hunt for Jason, we get one of those random non-Jason kills after Nerdy Wayne loses his glasses and blindly shoots a random crew member to death. Sucks for this crew member. He's in a Jason movie and he doesn't even get killed by Jason. Also,
Yeah.
Wayne, that's manslaughter, dude. Good luck defending yourself in a maritime court. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you're probably not gonna have to worry about that since Jason shows up and tosses him into the ship's circuit board or whatever, resulting in an immediate electrical explosion in true Friday the 13th fashion. An artsy close-up on Wayne's hand as he dies almost tricks the audience into caring about him, but not really. I mean, he was a fucking nerd. Underdeveloped
Yeah.
character Miles is the next guy to go. He climbs the mast of the ship to get away from Jason, but that doesn't help because, guys, did we mention that Jason can definitely teleport now? Because he does. He teleports right up the mast and tosses Miles down onto a weather vane.
Nah, bro. What, bro? Am I missing something, bro? This nigga's OP. He could teleport, bro. No wonder he doesn't have to run to catch you. That actually makes sense, bro. Cause in the Jason movies that I've seen, I've never seen him run. He's always walking. So it will make sense if he teleports, to be honest.
Bane killing him. A lot of the kills in this movie were censored by the ratings board, just like with part 7, but I kind of like the way this one is shot. Jason then throws Julius overboard, but don't worry, he'll be back later on in the best scene of this movie. While Rennie gets attacked by Jason and hallucinates that swampy little boy version some more, Uncle Charles is trying to hunt down the deckhand who he thinks is responsible for the murders. To be fair, the deckhand is not great at making himself look not shady. But alas, Charles is proven wrong when the deckhand stumbles into view with an axe through his back. I'd say that's pretty conclusive evidence that he is not, in fact, the murderer. Good job, deckhand. The court of dead meat finds you not guilty. Just really dead. Oh yeah, also, you might remember there were a bunch of other kids. They were like white people dancing on the ship before. Apparently, they all drowned.
Oh, wait! I left the others in the restaurant.
There is no
they're
more
all
restaurant.
I'm not gonna count those because who knows
okay.
how many red shirts that was, but
Yeah.
kind of unceremonious of the film to do that when they could have gotten a lot more fun kills instead.
Yeah.
It is finally time, to abandon this lame-ass cruise ship. And remember, this is a full hour into the movie. The survivors get onto a lifeboat, rescuing Julius in the process, and row their asses for an entire day and night until they reach New York City, or rather alleyways in Vancouver, because that's all they could afford. Jason inexplicably follows them and has a cute moment with a billboard. Then Rennie gets kidnapped by those junkies and holy shit, forcefully drugged? Wow, Jason Takes Manhattan, you really went there. Jason shows up and saves her, first sticking a needle through Holmes's back when he's trying to force himself onto Rennie because might as well make that scene even more horrific with some attempted rape. Pretty bad when Jason's the good guy in the scene. Holmes's
Yeah.
partner Jojo shows up and gets mad that Jason's on his turf, so he shoots him a couple of times before Jason slams his head into a pipe. The guy should have known. I'm sure everyone always told him he would die if he kept hitting that pipe. Just kidding, they weren't smoking crack, they were shooting up heroin. Rennie runs away, saved by Jason. Thanks, Jason. Now it's finally time for that awesome scene I teased earlier, and for once, I'm not liking something ironically. Julius runs into Jason on a rooftop and decides to put his boxing skills to the test. He then proceeds to punch Jason for over a minute straight. He just really gives it to him, jabbing him in the face, giving him a bunch of body blows over and over again across this rooftop. The scene is made awesome by the long shots, the total lack of music, and the fact that Kane Hodder is literally taking all these punches in real life. Julius finally gets tired and gives one badass final line.
So is real.
Your best shot. Motherfucker.
Before Jason obliges and KOs him with a single decapitating punch, putting a neat little button on this wonderful sequence. Best part of it all,
bro.
he didn't even litter. Jason is one thoughtful tourist. At this point, I look at the runtime and
Wait, he didn't
shriek
litter?
because there's still 25 minutes left of this movie? I don't know how, but let's do it. Okay, a friendly Irish cop tries to help out the remaining survivors, but gets ambushed by Jason, who drags him off into an alley and kills him off screen. Sad day, I'm sure that guy was just a week away from retirement.
let's
Rennie
go.
climbs over the seat in this very realistic cop car and first hits adult real Jason, and then slams into child fake Jason in his most hilarious appearance yet. caused
Yeah. Bro. That has to be somebody's profile picture, bro. It just has to be.
This causes her to slam the car into a fiery mess, which explodes and kills Colleen. Man, another accidental death, this time at the hands of our protagonist. You better step it up, Jason, you're letting other people rack up kills in your movie. Rennie has a flashback, remembering how much of a dick Uncle Charles was and why she's having these hallucinations in the first place. So she runs off and Sean follows after pushing Charles into a pile of shredded paper. Jason then chases Charles, teleporting into the second story of a building and throwing him out of it, then picking him up and drowning him in a barrel of sewage. Take that, Uncle Charles. Your old-fashioned parenting method is definitely cause for you to be violently drowned in a septic liquid by a terrifying serial killer in a hockey mask. Better watch out, parents who spank your kids. Jason's coming for you next. With that, we have the final girl circuit beginning in earnest. Jason chases Rennie and Sean onto a subway where they try to kill him by knocking him onto the third rail. Yeah, like he's never been electrocuted before. Then we get one of the best shots of the entire series in one of the very few scenes they actually were able to shoot in New York. That is Jason Voorhees in the middle of actual Times Square. Despite how bad this movie is, there's no denying how awesome that image is.
Yeah.
It's only cheapened a little bit by this hokey bit where Jason shows his face to some punks, causing them to run away in a very Scooby-Doo-like manner. Oh, also, this happens.
You a dead meat slime bag!
Hey, that's me again. They said the name. Rennie and Sean run into a diner, and after Jason follows them inside, a chef approaches Jason and gets thrown into a mirror. I didn't think that counted as a kill, but the internet is telling me it does, so fuck it, here's another death. But seriously, look at the size of that dude. You think he's gonna die from that? Bullshit.
Nah.
Rennie and Sean wind up in the sewers, where the film tries to sell us an even bigger crock of shit than Crystal Lake's supposed passageway to the Atlantic.
Toxic waste, son. The sewer floods out with this stuff every night at midnight.
Yeah. The sewer floods out with toxic waste every night at midnight. Okay. Jason then accosts this sewer worker and, much like the cop, drags him off screen to kill him with a wrench. Although this time we at least get this Hitchcockian silhouette of the kill. Rennie manages to fight back a little, splashing toxic waste into Jason's face, which causes him to rip his mask off and reveal a very dumb-looking face. Wish they had stuck with that gnarly face from part 7, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Jason still almost gets Rennie and Sean before the giant toxic waste flood starts barreling towards them, looking like The Shining, but with bullshit. It overcomes Jason and lights him on fire? What? And in the end, somehow reverts him back to his childlike form?
What?
Did it really happen? Is it another one of her delusions? Who the fuck cares? This entire shit show makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
and why the
what?
fuck was it 100 minutes long?
He became a child again? What? So that means every movie after that is a sequel, basically. Because if you really want to make it, unless he turns into a child and then becomes Jason again, but it's just the storyline is so messed up, bro.
Fuck this movie, let's do the numbers.
The storyline is so messed up.
20 people die in Jason Takes Manhattan. 18 of them from Jason and 2 of them from accidents, although Wayne would definitely go to prison for that shit.
Yeah.
15 of the victims are male, with only 5 of them female, the biggest gender imbalance of victims in one of these films yet. At an unreasonable runtime of 100 minutes, we come out to a death on average every 5 minutes, which is on the quicker side for the series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the golden chainsaw to Julius because it's such a great moment in the series and the actor really sells his macho character. Lame's death has a lot to choose from, but since I didn't even think he was
That's the
killed, I
lamest
have to give
one.
it to the diner chef. Fun
Oh,
fact
yeah,
though,
the
that
diner
actor,
chef,
Ken
yeah.
Kirzinger, would end up replacing Hodder as Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. And that's it! Released in 1989, Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Hey, that's the video, bro. Shout out whoever requested this video. Yeah, that was a good video, bro. I never even knew this movie existed. But if y'all know about that Friday 13th Jason in Space, you know this is probably number 2. But that Jason in Space, it takes the cake, bro. It's number 1, bro. If there's a movie of Friday the 13th that's more absurd and retarded than him in space, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, but that's that video. I'm finna catch y'all next one. Stay safe.